Everyone, today's review is, well, I guess like usual, there's a story behind it. So it starts with my desire to find a good Dumbledore figure. I'm a 6 and 7 inch collector, um, and there really is no such good Dumbledore out there, at least one that's articulated anyway, not one that I've been able to find. So started looking around YouTube and come across what looks to be an awesome looking figure. And I click on it, and it's a review being done by a young lady, I believe, out of London by the name of Cherry Wallace, I think. And oh my God, that's when I realized there's levels to this game on a couple of different levels, right? So I was always a fan of Artemis Prime, Anthony's Customs, etc. But they get kind of repetitive. I think they do their best, and they get kind of repetitive. And then I look at this woman doing a review. Now, make no mistake, she is drop dead gorgeous. She's got the accent, red hair, fiery red lipstick, and she dresses to the nines. And then that's when I realized, I'm like, oh, damn, there's levels to this game because look at the way this woman puts on a review. She is part of the show. Um, Fortunately, she doesn't do a whole lot of action figure reviews, at least in the stuff that I'm interested in. She's mainly a Harry Potter person, so whew. Fortunately for all you people out there that would be competing with her in that realm, because you'd be getting your clocks cleaned. Check her out if you haven't seen her before. She's kind of cool. Like I said, pretty compelling to watch, and she knows what she's talking about when it comes to action figures. And the few that I've seen her review, it's mainly Star Ace stuff, Harry Potter stuff. But at any rate, that leads me to the next level of action figures. So when they were reviewing this thing, I had never heard of Star Ace in my life, but oh my God, it was impressive. Articulation for days, great accessories, effects, cloth goods, great sculpts, you name it. And but I thought, maybe it's out of my price range. It was certainly out of my scale. I think they're mainly like 1/6 or something like that. So I happened to be in my one of my local shops today and looking around, and I see what I thought was a statue. And then I see the label, Star Ace. And I'm like, oh, damn, no way, no way. And it was this and a Dementor, and it's in a 2-pack. And they also had another 2-pack with a Dementor and a Harry Potter from, like, Goblet or something like that, Goblet of Fire. I am a Harry Potter fan. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't do it for the kids. I introduced the kids to it, but I thought they were pretty cool. So yeah, unabashedly so. I fell in love with this guy quick. This is the Star Ace Voldemort, and Jesus, he's awesome. He's awesome. He's not cheap, and he's big. He's like 1/8 scale. But it's Voldemort, so I can fudge that all day and all night. So let's go over the figure. So taking a look at him here, let's just bring in closer here. Let me see if I can turn on a light. Check that out, huh? Look at that. Oh my God, is that impressive? Look at the detail there. That is just incredible stuff. Side profile. So, is it an action figure? Yes, it's an action figure. No doubt about it. So let's take a look at some of his articulation that comes off. So you have wrists here on a ball joint. So they give you back and forth mainly, but it'll swivel, so it'll adjust to that position, but back and forth. You do get one removable hand for, I believe it's the left hand. So yeah, you're not going to see Voldemort throwing punches anyway. So you got removable elbows, and you do have a double joint in there. Good mobility. It's not stiff, it's not clicky, it's nice. Shoulders go up. They would go all the way around, but with cloth goods, you don't want to do that. The shoulder, you can see it moves back and forth. Check this neck out. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Legs. Gotta be careful with the cloth goods, of course. But they do go out. I'm not gonna press this because he's brand new and very expensive. Legs go forward as well. Again, I'm not gonna press it at all. The knees, double joint there. Ankles, good ankle pivot. He's reasonably stiff below, which also helps because he is tall. Like I said, he's 1/8 scale, so he's going to be taller than most of the figures in my collection that are not Build-A-Figure range. Let's discuss the cloth itself. It's actual pants over the figure. It's like, geez, I don't know what it is. Almost feels like silk. I'm sure it's not, but it's got that look, it's got that sheen, and it's got the feel for it too. The bottom, you have some bendy wire, so you can flex how the cloth will flare out and how it appears, how it drapes. It also has a little bit more bendy wire here, so you can adjust the way that things look as he moves. The cloth is removable. I haven't done so, but you see it's just a little clasp right there. Because who the hell wants to see Voldemort naked? Not I. So, what else does he come with? It also comes with this face right here. That is one ugly some guy. Yeah. But the detail on it, it's just sick. But, truth be told, that's the one I want. I want the battle one. So, speaking of battle, how does he do it? Well, no Voldemort is good without a wand. And in this case, he's got... Let me get that zoomed in there. All right, let's try that. Will that work? Zoom. There we go. Okay. Let's check out the detail on the Elder Wand. Huh? That's the stuff there. Yeah. Fits in his hand nicely. The fingers are not that concrete stiff stuff. They will move for you. Let me actually just pull him off the stand so I don't have to worry about knocking him over. He shall return momentarily. But the fingers are flexible, so it allows you to not damage the figure as you're placing the wand in his hand. He's got the right hand is basically set up for the wand with the the point going on there. And we'll bring that back in. Bring him back into focus. Stand him up, and there you go with his wand. We'll give him a run around the turntable, and he stabilizes his ankles here a little bit. And we'll give him a run around the turntable, and you can get a look at the big guy here. I say big guy because that quite literally might be like the only issue you would have is just how big he is. Here, let me give you an example. So here's the McFarlane series, Ron Weasley, side by side. So you see he's an imposing figure, which again is no problem for me because, a badass wizard. I got no issue with that. It's just bad. Yeah, but you need to know that in case you are a scale freak. And I know on a lot of things I am, so I'm certainly not making fun of you if you are. So let's see here a little bit more articulation. He's got great crunch forward. And again, be careful of the cloth goods. But also a great back bend there. And yeah, so are we done yet? Is he just an action figure? Was it going to be worth that much money? Well, we're not quite done yet. So he's got another really cool thing here that I enjoy a lot, and that's this base that he comes with. He comes with this base, and it also has some effects here for the cloth. So you can, really get him going here, nice and pissed off. And you can see his cloth flying, and his articulation is, like I said, not limited. So you can really get a good pose, a good crunch out of him, a good tilt, everything. And boom, you want to include the fire effect. You want to move those around. That's all bendy wire there. This makes for fantastic presentation. Let's just show you sliding that right in there here. Oops, probably goes the other way better. Fits in his hand better. Again, you don't want to set himself on fire, so he would make his cloth go the other way. So, yeah. But not quite done yet. But that's awesome. Awesome. So, one last thing he comes with, which I think is pretty awesome. See this power cord. This power cord starts in this base here, and you can run it up his pant leg and out through here, where it attaches to a wand with a power effect, and it's got 3 modes. It can just light up. It's blue, or it flashes blue or off. Yeah, so that's an awesome effect. I am not going to use that very often, but I will for certain pictures or scenarios, or just show off or what have you. But this is the gist of the thing that I'm looking at, and he's just incredible. Can't say enough about it. I did say it was a 2-pack, right? All right, so in all fairness, I should show you the second figure, which is the Dementor. And maybe in a lot of people's eyes, that would be the highlight. And I thought I was going to like it a hell of a lot more than I do. And to say that I don't would be a lie, because I do. He's really cool. So here's the Dementor. Let me try to bring him into the picture here a little bit more, because he's up on that stand. So, yeah, here's your Dementor. He's got good tilt, not nearly as good as Voldemort. It looks like it's just on a single peg in there. You can remove that hood, get a good look at the ugliness that is the Dementor. I'll bring him in closer here for a view. You see the guy there. Ain't nothing pretty at all. His articulation. Well, that's kind of a trick question, because where it does exist, it's really not that good. Let's zoom back in on him, and you can see what I'm talking about. So his arms will go up and down. They will not go out. There's no elbow. There's no wrist. There's no rotation at all. But he's a Dementor. Again, he's not going to punch in people or anything. The cloth is where the guy is at. The cloth and the look, the ability for the cloth to be adjusted for all kinds of things. There's bendy wire in the back to adjust sort of how he's flowing, etc. And then the other thing you got to know is, well, homie ain't got no legs. Yeah, he's just on a base there. And so he's like a floating entity. So without a base to plug into, he doesn't exist really. I mean, he's just like, sitting on the ground there. Not very impressive at all. Having said that, for what he is, and considering that this base is highly bendable and adjustable, yeah, pretty far from disappointing, considering what it is. He's supposed to be a floating entity. He's not supposed to be doing anything except, sucking your life force out. So how does he do that, right? So, well, he just happens to come with a couple of things to do that. I'll show those to you really quick before we wrap. Wiki, wow. No, not that kind of wrapping. I'm not going to insult you. So this pegs into there, and you see he can suck the life force out of a soul. And then there's another one as well. Looks like it's more of a grabby soul sucker. So, yeah. That's what's up with these guys. All told, just love them. Even with the perceived limitations of the Dementor itself, at least versus Voldemort, maybe your standard action figure. Still love it. And then Voldemort is just out of this world. So, yeah, that's my take on it. Let me know what you think. Bye.